make it very wide, like up. I could make it 50%. That way, the price could pump 50%, and as long as I have it set to 50% allowed slippage, it will still confirm at those prices. Or you could say, look, I want to get in, but I'm not willing to pay a price more than 3% what it is right now. So you can set your allowed slippage to 3%, and if the price moves more than 3% from the time you place the transaction to the time it confirms, it will fail. So that's the way to do it, and we added that in, and we added that into the UI, and that required us to redeploy the contracts, and that's why I said it cost us $40,000. It cost us $20,000 to do the initial launch and crediting, and then
Right.
and then I decided, I don't want there to be any issues. So let's just make sure all our bases are covered. I'm going to put a variable slippage as well. And we paid an extra like $20,000 to do that. But it was worth doing because now every user has the decision to make, and it's on their hands how much slippage they want to allow. And that's
20K out of pocket. 20K out of pocket on top of the endless nights and the very, very little sleep that you've had probably over the last 2 months. Let's be real here. And so people out there should really, really think twice when they're disgruntled and they're wanting to spread the FUD or talk crap about Forex. You should think twice. I mean, this guy is innovating. He's developing these awesome platforms, these unique platforms. He doesn't take a cut. He doesn't take a paycheck. The only thing that you have for Drip Forex is you have control of the dev wallet, right, at the top of the whole faucet system. And like you said earlier, you've literally never sold a single Drip token from that faucet account. And on the contrary, you're planning to do massive airdrops for the team competitions.
Well, people can see that not only have I not been just calling the compound function for that top wallet, there have been multiple times where I've withdrawn it and then sent it into the tax vault address directly. This way, I can't even, it's not associated with that top wallet, so I can't remove it.
I was wondering about that because that faucet account, the dev wallet faucet account is ginormous at this point. We're more than a year into this. By the way, that right there is legendary and pretty dang unique in the DeFi space. We have a product, and I won't call this a project, right? This is not a project. This is a complete functional product that has been up and running, and as Richard Hart likes to say, perfect, flawless uptime and operation for over a year now. We got almost 13 months of this. That's unique right there. That's really saying something, especially in DeFi and all these other projects and even products are just collapsing and dying around us. And we have this fantastic faucet it couldn't be more perfect. I mean, it just works. It just does what it needs to do.
While we're talking right now, if I could get my MetaMask, I have so many wallets on my MetaMask. I literally have like over 70 different wallets on my MetaMask, so it takes forever to load it up. But before we end the call, I'm gonna take any available drip that is associated with that dev wallet and just send them back to the tax vault.
I was wondering about that.
I don't even pay attention to it, but now that you reminded me, I'll do it.
Yeah, you don't have the time. It's kind of like me with my drip gardens. Like, I do not tend to my gardens nearly as often as I really should. And by the way, before we started the call, what I've done a couple of times is I've harvested the seeds from my drip garden. And of course, I don't want to monetize that. I don't want to cash that in. I want to leave everything in the system. So what I do is I harvest the seeds, I get the LP tokens out of Drip Garden, and then I take them over to PancakeSwap and break them up, and that gives a little injection to the tax vault, right? And so then I have some drip and I have some BUSD in my wallet at that point. I take the BUSD and buy some more drip, and then I take all of that drip and put it right into faucet. Right? You can't.
Well,
In my opinion, you can't do anything better with drip than put it in the dang faucet.
yeah, I believe that's going to pay off. So if if anybody wants to go check out the Dev wallet, I just compounded
Yeah, I'm
all of
gonna do
that
it.
back in, and of course it's hit the max payout. So I'm not, not that I've ever claimed any or sold any. Well, I should say I have claimed it to send it to a burn address at first, or send it to the
Yeah.
tax vaults. But I can't. So 100,000 drip have been claimed, and that's the max payout is 100,000. So literally the Dev wallet.
You just hydrated.
Yeah, I just but when I hydrate now, it's the same as just sending it, because I can't withdraw anymore from this wallet. So the claimed amount, because I've claimed and sent it to burn addresses and sent it to the tax vault, is 100K right now, and the max payout is 100K. So essentially, the wallet is it's a dead wallet right now. So,
yeah. Your claimed already reached your max payout, both of which are at 100K. So it's game over. There's no more drip. I'm sure are you still getting, do you still get referral rewards? I don't think so.
Well, the referral rewards go towards what is, it goes into your deposit. And it makes no difference because, I can't claim anymore anyways. But yeah, let me post a screenshot of this in the drip chat, so people can see.
I'm showing the BSC scan for the Dev wallet right there, and I can see the hydrate function you just called. 34 seconds ago.
100% has been claimed, 100% max payout. So literally, even if I wanted to, I couldn't claim and sell any of these drip from the Dev wallet. So the Dev wallet is dead. There's nothing to worry about there.
Yeah. I've been curious about that. So but yeah, to get back to just people just need to be aware of what you're doing. And the last time you and I spoke was, I think October or November. We were getting ready to do Manor Farm. Well, first of all, we were getting ready to do Drip Garden and Drip Liberation, and then Manor Farm. And, so it's been a minute since we had a talk. And I'm just curious, did you have a sense of how, because this ecosystem, this community has grown insanely over the last 6 or 7 or 8 months. Did you have a sense of how big this was going to get and how quickly it was going to grow?
All right, so I would say with drip, kind of. Of course, we all know I put no dev fee on drip. So, of course, my motivation was not to cash in on drip. My main motivation with drip was twofold. It was providing a product that I knew would have market fit, that I saw all my friends getting into, and then getting wrecked on. Right, so all these other projects were promising ROI. They weren't lasting days, never mind weeks or months or years. So I knew it could be done right, and also I knew that the team referral structure would act as a vehicle to build up a huge investor base that I could then work with, right, and provide different products to in the future.
Well, that definitely played out. Jeez.
Yeah, so I would say yes, kind of. I knew that it would work to really help us build the investor base. The extent of it, there's no way I could have known that, but there's for me, excuse me. The issue with drip was I want drip to be the best staking protocol, team referral system, and just do that really well, so that I could use that to actually as like a base where I can add real functionality to it. And
Yes.
and I believe the biggest thing in DeFi is going to be peer-to-peer lending, and I think Drip is an awesome platform to use as a base, to use
Wow.
the Drip stakes as collateral for this lending to be able to do that. And when I say peer-to-peer lending, I'm not talking about like what we're doing in the animal farm, where we're lending the collateral to DEX or to whatever the case is. I mean peer-to-peer lending as in you have capital in Drip, you can lend it to, so I can't give away too much details, but there'll be an associated with
Right.
stablecoin, right? Where people will be essentially staking stablecoin to lend out a stablecoin to people based on their Drip collateral. They can take out a loan in a stablecoin against their Drip collateral. So the loan will not be in Drip. So it's not someone lending out their Drip to someone else where they could then dump it, sell it for anything. It's adding more capital to the system and allowing people to make moves based on their Drip collateral that don't involve actually accessing or selling the Drip. So I don't want to give any more details about that, though.
No, yeah, definitely understand that, but it's exciting to hear because you've already built this amazing ecosystem, and one of the things I love about what you and the team does is that you started with Drip, started with Faucet, which is a fantastic product in its own right. But then you keep adding these other layers on top of it that just keep bolstering the heart. I think of Faucet as like the heart and soul of this ecosystem. And lately, and my subscribers know this, I think people can have the crypto curious. Don't go buy Bitcoin. Go buy Drip, because within Drip and within Faucet, you're going to have a fantastic user experience, and you're going to have a lot more fun with this. You're going to engage with the community. You get to log in and connect your wallet. And by the way, you're doing crypto the right way. You have your own private keys. You have your own wallet. You have dominion over your own cryptocurrency, and you get to interact with the platform every day. So it's fun. It's exciting while you're doing the activity that's most likely to lead to your reaping the benefits of cryptocurrency, which is hold. Stay in the token and hold it for a long period of time. Allow that token time for the user adoption to come into play and all the associated capital to come into the system. That's how you make big gains in crypto.
Yeah, and tomorrow, right? So tomorrow we have a huge day, and then so I'll be on at least an hour in the voice chat before we go live tomorrow. It's a new token with the new ticker, new symbol, everything. So as far as DEX tools and CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, as far as all of these sites are the way that they'll react with it, as if it's a new token. So that means we're going to be, trending on DEX tools. We're going to get our new listing on our new listing on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. So we're going to have all the advantages of a new token. And it really is like a fresh launch, because the people that were in V1 are essentially in a type of vested bonded curve pre-sale. And imagine having a type of pre-sale where 97% of the tokens are vested and locked up. And that's essentially what we're about to have tomorrow. And then immediately after we go live, of course, we'll spend a couple days celebrating, but we have a major DEX that
Sleeping, maybe? I don't know.
What was that?
Sleeping? Maybe you might want to catch some Z's.
Sleeping. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't like sleep. I've never liked sleep ever since I was a little kid. I've just never liked it. But yeah, I'll do what I need to be healthy. But so this major partnership with the DEX, which is both something for Animal Farm and Drip. For Animal Farm, it's the lending and the single asset lending that we've added. And with Drip, it's a product that this DEX is preparing to launch. They'll be going live with it in 2 weeks. They're going to start promoting it in the next couple days. They're only providing this product for what they consider as the top 5 up and coming best projects, and we're one of them. And it's going to incentivize people to stake and lock up, buy and stake Drip and earn yield on it. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be a massive co-promotion. The initial plan was we were going to get the Drip UI ready by we were going to get working on that after the Animal Farm migration, but I want to make sure that we have the new UI up in time for when the DEX is announcing and making this new product available for us. So we're going to get working on the UI like right away. And there's so much to be looking forward to, so much to be bullish about. We have the Scratch Ticket protocol, we have this new DEX partnership, we have lending, which will come. That's the thing that I'm the most excited about. This Acquirify deal that we're doing in the DAO, that acts as a marketplace that's going to allow us to do some other really cool things for our project as far as partnerships. And see, the Acquirify deal, I already know that's going to sell out. So if you're interested in it, we've had the whitelisting already. We're doing the raise on Saturday. It's massive, right? I want to keep the focus on Piggy Bank right now, so I'll talk about it, some more tomorrow after launch or whatever. But we have so much going on, and especially for Animal Farm and Drip. So it's very, very exciting right now.
One of the multiple factors that make me so bullish on the new Pigs token is the fact that for now, and until you do the Dogs Master Chef migration over to V2 syrup pools, during that entire time, Pigs is literally deflationary because 3% of the sell transactions are being burned and no pigs are being minted. See, previously with the Animal Farm, right? You could stake Dogs BUSD, you could stake Drip BUSD, and you would earn pigs. In other words, the contract would mint new Pigs tokens into existence. So of all the things that you're going to get right back to work after we celebrate this momentous occasion tomorrow, maybe hold off a little bit on the Animal Farm migration so that we can enjoy that deflationary aspect. I'm just saying.
The thing is, the Animal Farm has its dynamic supply control algorithm, which allows the pig token to be deflationary. And we all saw in the last couple weeks of the Animal Farm when the supply control algorithm went to the deflationary setting, pigs immediately started appreciating in price. So the Animal Farm will still allow the Pigs token to be deflationary when it goes live. It's going to be insanely super high deflationary for the first few weeks before Animal Farm goes live. But even when Animal Farm goes live, especially due to the new mechanics, which are removing even more pigs and incentivizing people to remove even more pigs from circulation, it'll be that much more deflationary than it was even on V1. So,
I personally believe, I know you can't make price predictions, but I'm thinking, ain't no way the supply control algorithm is going to cut back on the emissions, because that thing's just going to be making new all-time highs repeatedly every day. But you're absolutely right. If it does happen to pull back at some point in the future after you've done the V2 migration, then maybe we'll get a little cutback on the emissions, but I'm not counting on it. So I want this this full-on deflationary on steroids Pigs token for as long as I can get it.
Yeah. Well, there's more things coming though. For example, like the lottery protocol, and there's a lot more use cases that will be coming up for the dog and pig token, which will be removing them from circulation and burning them. So
What protocol was that? You said monitoring protocol?
No, sorry, lottery. So the scratch ticket protocol. So there's
Oh yeah.
yeah. So this is going to there's a lot of, for example, the partnership that we're working on with the decks, right, for drip, that will be available for us for dog and pig tokens in the future, right? There's no reason why they would want to work with drip and not want to work with these other tokens. So there's plenty of other use cases and products that we can create. Oh, the vaults, right? So the vaults are going to be huge, allowing people to partner with Animal Farm, give a percentage of their total supply to be used as a reward in the vault for when people lock up pigs with their token, dogs with their token, drip with their token. So there's
Wow.
so much to come that hasn't come with V1, and the improvements that we made with V1. It's I know that Animal Farm is going to be the premier farm on BSC, and I believe in all of DeFi, because BSC is the best chain right now in crypto. It has all of the functionality of ETH with a fraction of the price. Doesn't have any of the issues Solana's having. Cardano can't even get off the ground in the real way.
I feel the same way, and maybe you can settle a question for me, because I love Faucet. Faucet completely changed my life. It's a fantastic, user experience. It's a great way for new people to get into crypto, buy some drip, deposit in the Faucet. Not financial advice, of course, but as soon as I came to understand how the Animal Farm works, and I came to understand the decentralized ownership model, I realized, oh my God, this is this is a major opportunity to get on the absolute ground floor of a yield farm / lending protocol that I think it's going to flip PancakeSwap. I think it's going to be the number one yield farm in all of crypto. So it's just an amazing opportunity. So my question or dilemma is, which one's better? Which is better? FOREX, drip, or Animal Farm?
So they're just different. But what I would say about PancakeSwap is there's no reason why it shouldn't flip PancakeSwap. The reason for this is because you're earning on Animal Farm, and then Animal Farm is taking all that collateral and lending it to PancakeSwap. So you're earning all the yield that you would earn in PancakeSwap, plus you're earning in Animal Farm as well for staking in Animal Farm. So it's you're getting all the benefit of being in PancakeSwap plus more from Animal Farm. So there's no reason why you would stake in PancakeSwap over Animal Farm.
So are we gonna drain PancakeSwap dry then?
Well, PancakeSwap, I mean, the way their model works is they are minting cake, and PancakeSwap, they're a first mover. They have a huge foothold. So and they're a skilled team, right? I would never talk badly about PancakeSwap. So no, I think it's going to just be a great partnership, honestly. We can both benefit each other, because it's not like us lending to PancakeSwap is a one-sided thing. They love that we're lending to them. That allows them to create deeper books on their decks, and they're collecting fees on every swap. So it's a mutual thing, right? It benefits everybody.
Yeah, and there's so much room for all this capital coming in. And by the way, do you want to make a comment on the market, the broad crypto market right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, the market is rough right now, but how I feel about the market, I think we should kind of wrap it up after this, but because I got something to do at 9. But how I feel about the market is it's down over 50%, right? Generally, we're talking about Bitcoin, BNB, ETH. The price of these assets can only go down so low to where the amount of tokens that are being earned by the miners are no longer enough to actually pay for the electricity. So with Bitcoin, if Bitcoin gets if Bitcoin was to do another, say, 70% correction, the amount of Bitcoin that the miners are earning would no longer be enough to make mining profitable. And at that point,
Mm.
there's two options. They either shut off their miners, right? Which which would, drastically change everything, and the chance that we have a all out failure in crypto is next to nothing. Or they stop selling for a period of time, which allows the price to start to recover, and then then it gets to a point where they can start earning again through mining. But a huge portion of the sell pressure is coming from miners. They're earning, their block reward. They're immediately selling it on the market to pay for
Yeah.
their
Their bills.
electricity and pay for their bills to keep going. And price can only correct so much where that's a viable option. And you know, right now, the way I see it is, I don't see it even being possible for Bitcoin and these other major assets. Let's just talk about Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin, ETH, BNB. I don't see it really being
Yeah.
possible that they do more than a 50% correction, and it still is a viable system where miners are, dumping what they earn and they are able to pay their bills and it's worthwhile. And if miners start shutting off their machines, then the block difficulty and all that adjusts. So the system wouldn't break in that case, but the chances of that happening are just very low. What's more likely to happen is they just stop selling for a while. They take out loans against their assets or whatever it takes to get by in that period of time, and allows the market to kind of find its bottom and recover. Now, I can deal with a 50% correction in Bitcoin, or even in BNB or ETH. That's not a big deal to me because I know the upside and I know how much more we have to grow in the overall system. So right now, I
Yeah.
am DCAing into ETH. I'm DCAing into BNB. I'm DCAing into Bitcoin because I know, worst case scenario, we have a 50% correction from here. I could deal with that. I can deal with a 50% correction even if we stay there for the next year or two. I can deal with that, knowing that when we do find our bottom and we have the next bull run, I'm gonna do 5-10x from these prices. So that's how I
Dang.
feel. I feel like we've done enough of a correction that it's time to start DCAing in, because there's so much. If you believe that crypto is something that's here for the long term, and you believe that it's a viable system, there is only so much it can correct. And the way I see it, it's only about 50%, maybe 60% from here max. And then if it stays there for a year or two, I can live with that, knowing
Well, I
what we
always
have in the
talk on
future.
this. I always talk about on this channel that my goal, and you're definitely helping with this because DeFi is the way to get mass adoption. You have to replace all these financial products, and you have to design something sexy like you have that compels people to put some of their capital into these systems. But I want the world to move to cryptocurrency because debt-based fiat currency sucks. It's bad for humanity, and it only
Yeah.
benefits a tiny, tiny, tiny minority of these central bankers, right? So,
Yo, yeah, exactly.
so
Yeah,
that's
so
my mission, and what you produce in terms of these awesome DeFi products helps with that tremendously. So I really appreciate. I can't overstate my gratitude and my appreciation for the things that you've built. And the future is so bright. You have so many things on the roadmap, so to speak, that I just really appreciate the heck out of you. It's been way too long since I had a chat with you, so I really appreciate you spending some of your valuable time with me and my viewers. So
Yeah. Well, it's been a community effort. The whole thing's been a community effort, and you've played a big role in that. You've had a big team, and you've been doing your thing in Drip for a long time. So I really appreciate that. One thing that's
thank you.
one thing about Drip and Animal Farm, you asked, what's better? They're so different. They have completely different models. And yield farming and lending to major decks on Animal Farm, Drip as being the best team building staking protocol, single asset staking protocol in crypto. Soon to have lending. That's major. They're vastly different, but they both have their benefits. And then on top of this, Drip has exposure to the overall market. Now we created our BUSD pair on
Yes.
PancakeSwap to try to further separate us from the overall swings of the market, but it still has a deep BNB pool, so you're still getting that exposure there. Where Animal Farm allows you to stake stable coins and earn yield, so it's a great hedge against the rest of the market. And also, Pigs is only paired against BUSD, so it's not affected by the rest of the market at all. So I would say Animal Farm is an amazing hedge against the correction of the rest of the market. And then
100%.
Drip is a great asset to get in when you think the market's kind of bottoming out, because you do get some exposure to the rest of the market. And when the rest of the market's doing well, Drip does very well because it's getting that exposure plus all the extra incentive to get involved in it. So
I mean, you can see right now how effective the shield is for us, because the price right now of Drip on PancakeSwap is 18.25, and the price, this is actually mooned just while we've been on stream a little bit, but the price of Drip was 16 something, and it's now 17.60. So the price on PancakeSwap, where it's paired with BUSD, is holding more secure, and that's going to cause arbitrageurs, or whatever, however you say that word, to come in and rectify that price difference.
Yeah, and so with Drip, we just hit our year mark. That's when the actual sustainability mechanisms kick in, when people start hitting their max payout. We have a major partnership, which is a couple weeks away. We have the Scratch Ticket protocol, which is going to be huge. It's going to cause thousands of BNB worth of volume that's going to be coming into buying Drip and giving more incentive to be involved with Drip. And then we have lending, which I believe is it's going to transform Drip into a whole new beast, right? And I think it's going to make it the premier, most functional product in all of DeFi. And that's what I'm aiming to do. I don't be in the past, I'll be honest, I have developed things because the community asked me to and the community wanted it. But I have a feeling right now where I don't want to build anything for the sake of building it. And I don't even want to build anything because the community is asking for it. I want to build things that are so far beyond what everybody else is building that it really it's years ahead of what everybody else is building. That is my goal. And that is literally from now on, I'm not even going to lift a finger unless what I'm doing is literally revolutionizing and taking the space, a year ahead of where it is right now. And I think that's what lending is going to do. And the Scratch Ticket model, people think Scratch Tickets, they might be a kind of a flippant thing, Scratch Tickets. But Scratch Tickets is a huge business model that is typically run by the state. It's an extremely effective business model. And for the first time, it will be fully trustless, fully decentralized, and allow every user to own a share of the model, a share of the business, to be a Scratch Ticket business, which we all know is first of all a better system than any of these lottery systems out there. Plus, it works well even in traditional markets. So we're about to be knocking everything down in the next couple weeks, and we basically have something big coming up every week for the next 2 months, and then we have our long term vision as well for like a fiat on ramp, which I've already made some steps towards lending, more larger partnerships. So
Yeah, dude. Every time I listen to you on an AMA or an interview on YouTube or whatever, I always get all these little bullish tidbits. And right now, it's not just tidbits of bullishness. It's like insane chunks of bullishness. And I never even until tonight I never even thought about the whole. I mean, of course, I've heard of peer-to-peer lending and everything, but what we're doing with DeFi is we're trying to replace traditional financial products. So with Faucet, we have like a savings account on steroids, right? With Animal Farm, we have decentralized trading, decentralized exchanges, and we're monetizing and providing liquidity for these exchanges, which is a huge part of the traditional financial industry. And then like the big pie in the sky is lending, because and that's how people don't realize with fiat currencies. Yeah, the Fed creates money out of thin air, but more money than the Fed is created by the commercial banks, right? And I always tell this little story. If people really understood how fiat currencies work and how the banking system works, they would be up in arms tomorrow, right? So think about this. If you want to buy a car, you're going to go to the bank, you're going to get a car loan. And literally what the bank does to create this money for you to go then buy the car is they do some typing. They literally type some numbers into a computer system, and boom, there's your $10,000. There's your $20,000 with which you're going to now go buy this car. They're going to start charging you interest on that money that they created by doing some typing right away. And worst part is if you get down on your luck and you can't make your payments anymore, guess what happens to your car? They're going to repo that sucker.
Yeah.
Now they just bought a car by doing zero work, zero contributing to humanity. They just did some typing. That sucks. And I would much rather see lending taking place in cryptocurrency, in these DeFi systems, where it's decentralized, where it benefits people instead of banks that do a lot of typing.
Yeah, it's gonna. So just like you could use your house as collateral to take a loan, in this system, you're gonna be able to use your stake as collateral to take a loan. You're not gonna be lending from a major bank. You're gonna be lending from another pair in the system, and of course, the whales will be acting as banks, doing multiple loans, and it doesn't rely on some court to then settle the loan in case where it's not paid back, because we have a protocol that allows payouts to happen automatically, and instead of that daily ROI going to the person who took the loan, if they have an outstanding loan, it will go to the person who did who issued the loan. So there's so much more I could go into there, but I don't want to give away too much. Plus, I want to
don't give away the secret sauce.
Exactly. Plus, we have the piggy bank launch tomorrow. So, you guys, tomorrow is your chance to get into the ground floor. Even if you already have a stake, it's your opportunity to get in. With a 20% bonus, and just make a play on Pigs, because Pigs is gonna make a big move tomorrow. So everybody be ready at least by 12 noon EST, because I'm gonna be in the voice chat. But literally, as soon as that countdown is 0 tomorrow, we're gonna unpause. We're gonna be live. So be ready.
Beautiful. Well, I really appreciate you spending some time with me and the audience here. It's been fantastic. It's been a learning experience, a bullish experience. So I really appreciate that, FOREX. I'm going to stay on stream because, like I said, what I do is I just take questions from the chat. And I think there's still a lot of questions and misunderstandings about how everything works and where are my pigs version 2 and all those questions and stuff. So I'm going to stay on and handle some of these questions a little bit.
Cool. That's cool. I appreciate that. I think you have a pretty good understanding of what's going on right now. So that's great.
Thank you.
And if you have questions, I would say definitely ask Brandon, and definitely subscribe to his channel. and show them some love, like the channel, because of course when we support people that support us, it brings everybody up, and he's been doing good work for a long time. So definitely do that. Subscribe to his channel, guys. All right, man. I'm going to jump off now. I appreciate the platform. I'll be on in the chat here and there tonight, but I'll be on heavy tomorrow. And, we're going to have, of course, voice chat tomorrow. I'll set up another interview tomorrow. I have people reaching out all the time for interviews. So, it's no issue to get interviews. So
I appreciate the opportunity that you gave to me and my channel then, because I know you got YouTubers and everyone else banging down your door. So thank you for that. And have a good night. We'll chat again.
Thank you, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Wow.